Hey y'all, how are you? It is Shamika from Check the Rhymes TV. And if you have been under a rock or just haven't been paying me much attention, then you may not know, but I am having surgery in the next few days. I am having a breast reduction and a mini tummy tuck and some lipo. And if you want to know why I decided to do all that, there's another video here on the channel that explains all of it. And just know that fibroids and hormones are to blame. All right. So I thought, because I am now an Amazon influencer and I do earn a commission if you do click on any of the things in my storefront, I thought it would be a good thing to sit here and show you how I'm prepping for post-op recovery. Now, some of the items I did use for my hysterectomy, post-op recovery. So really these can be used the majority can be used for any surgery, I feel like, especially if you have fibroids, endo, all the things. I think all of them kind of help with recovery. So I will link the storefront in the comments. Of course, if you want to just go now and look, the storefront is Check the Rhymes TV on Amazon. So I'm going to go through my goodie box right here, the things that I have. These are just some of them, not all of them. And a lot of them are in the storefront, and the ones that aren't, I'll add them. So first of all, you may have seen the little reel I did about these fun things. They're called scrubs. These are rinse-free bath sponges. So why do I have these? Well, because if you're having any kind of surgery, usually you're not allowed to shower immediately, right? So they already have soap in it. All you got to do, add water, and then you could get your whole bath on, right? So if you don't know what a whole bath is, go ask call one of your friends, get in the group chat and ask. But these, let me see how many's in here. It's 25 packs. So I want to thank the vloggers and the TikTok girlies for introducing me to these. So that's just one item. Number two, I already just use these anyway, and we're getting a little personal, but I like these flushable wipes because it just helps you feel a little cleaner right down there, and you're not using as much toilet paper, so you're saving a little bit. So I like using these, and it's the Amazon Basics, Amazon brand. So these wipes are for your booty. In case you're like, what am I wiping? But I guess you could wipe whatever you need to wipe. But the important part is these are flushable. I also was told that, and honestly, I just haven't stopped using it since my hysterectomy 3 years ago. Dial antibacterial soap. You're going to need this after. You're not going to be able to use all your fancy shower gel and all this other stuff. And if you're like me after my hysterectomy, my skin don't like none of that. Or if you're in perimenopause, your skin don't like none of that. And you want to, because you're trying to prevent infection, bacteria getting in your scars, all the things, and incisions. So you get a 3-pack. Honestly, I did not buy this off of Amazon, but you can get it on Amazon. I got this at Target. You know what else you need I'm going to have drains. But this applies even if you are just peeling off like your incision tape, whatever it is, get you some gloves, child. Get you some gloves because you don't need to be touching all that. Like, be sanitary. Get some gloves. That also helps to prevent infection. And these are powder free, so it doesn't leave that nasty film on your hands. And honestly, I'm gonna tell you a little secret. I use these gloves to pump gas because once COVID hit and people had me scared about pumping gas and getting germs. I mean, I never thought about it before. Let me back up. I'm lying. Do y'all remember when Jermaine Jackson was on Wife Swap? When that man was pumping gas with the paper towel, I started doing that because I was like, oh my gosh, all the germs at the gas pump. So anyway, now after COVID, I switched to buying gloves. So these gloves come in handy for that, or you can just buy really any kind. You can get some at the dollar store. But again, if you're going to buy a bunch of gloves anyway for your post-op and you end up with some left over, use them for pumping gas. Makes sense to me because you're going to pump gas anyway, right? Well, I guess if you don't have I don't know how electric vehicles work. Speaking of vehicles, when you are in the car, you're going to need after surgery, child. So I'm just going to use a regular pillow for the stomach area. But I was worried about the breast, right? So I got this pillow that will slide onto your seatbelt. That's what it's for. I'm like, which way does the seatbelt go? I'll be on the passenger side, so it's this way. To protect, and just so you're more comfortable riding in the car. So they have different colors. This I did get off Amazon, and it is just, I think it's just called a breast seatbelt pillow. If it's not called that, just go to my storefront because I could be just totally making up names. I'm just tossing stuff as I go along here. Now, this is another item that I purchased, but I use this all the time. What I found was using a washcloth on my face was not helpful. It was causing me to constantly, and this is switching out, washing my face in the morning, washing my face at night, different washcloths. My face said, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. So a friend told me about these, and these are biodegradable dry wipes. You probably can't, I don't know if you can see it. It's WOWO text. I get these off Amazon, and it's got 60 in it. So I use a couple of these a day, when I'm washing my face. When I tell y'all the difference in using a washcloth and washing my face with these has been so, I can't even describe how the difference, because my face has cleared up. Granted, I also went gluten-free, dairy-free, but the difference in just washing my face alone, these are so helpful, especially it gets off that residue makeup that you might not have gotten off with the wipes. So again, I have been using these for over a year. So these are a must-have. Now, granted, I do have to buy a box every month, but there's 60 in there. So if you're only using one a day, it might last you a little longer. Let's see. I also Miralax, because y'all know you're gonna be a little backed up with pain pills, right? It doesn't matter what kind of surgery. Actually, my mama found this one. This is orange flavor Miralax. Now, this isn't like a laxative, but it does help relieve occasional constipation. It just softens the stool. And if you haven't used Miralax before, you just mix it into some water, juice, whatever you've got, and stir it on up. I'm excited about this orange flavor because I've never had it. But usually the original flavor, you can't taste it. I just usually put it in some water, stir it up, drink it. And within maybe a little bit, then you have action. But I will say, because this works off of water, you've got to make sure you're drinking water so that it can work. But you can still get that on Amazon. Maybe not the orange flavor, but. So I haven't opened the box yet, but I'm just gonna, let's see if I can open it. Well, this one is another potty favor, not party, potty. I can't get it open right this second, but this is the box. It is a travel bidet. So if you can see on the side, because it's going to be difficult to reach back there and wipe. And if you don't have the funds or the ability to install like a regular one on your toilet, this is the next best thing, because you can also, this also reminds me of if you've ever had any kind of surgery where, I'm not going to go into all that detail, but if you've ever had a certain kind of surgery, whether it's hemorrhoids or whatever it is, the hospital, they always give you this like squeeze bottle, right? So it's similar to that, just to make sure that you're keeping the areas down there clean, especially if you can't get all back in there and you don't want to ask somebody to help you wipe. This will help, along with those wipes that I showed you earlier. Y'all, there's so many stuff in here. So much stuff. Clearly, I'm exhausted because I've been trying to prep for the surgery. The TikTok girlies told me all about Arnica. It's Arnicare Bruise Gel, but y'all been calling it Arnica. I don't know. But anyway, it's Bruise Gel. And this you can get also on Amazon. I don't have it beside me, but I also bought the tablets as well. And that is supposed to help with bruising, swelling, and it's a homeopathic medicine. It's supposed to just help you feel better. And I also read somewhere that, yes, it also helps with the pain, the swelling, and discoloration. And the TikTok girlies were saying take the tablets before your surgery. I'm choosing not to because the doctor said don't take nothing the Tylenol before surgery. So I have opted to not. I may take it after. I'm not sure. I will keep you posted. Electrolytes, child. I don't know if you're already drinking electrolytes, cool. Which I always have my electrolytes in my water bottle here beside me. And this one I decided to try liquid IV because when I was in Hawaii and needed some electrolytes, someone said, "Here, try this liquid IV." And I was like, So this one I did get off Amazon. It is sugar free because I am trying to not have as much sugar. It's white peach, but it is for hydration. Now, this one only has 3 in the pack. I only got 3 in the pack because I don't know if I'm going to like this flavor, but I thought I would try it. But yeah, you're going to need your electrolytes because you don't want it to be imbalanced. You don't want to be dehydrated after surgery now, do you? Let's see what else is in this goodie box. Oh, we've got pads, abdominal pads. I think these are for the abdomen. There's 20 pouches in here because you don't know where you're gonna need whatever for gauze pads. So I went ahead and got some, and then I also have some. I got hurt-free paper tape just because I saw someone else mention this. This was the only. It was actually a pack of 3. It's a pack of 3, and I could only find it on Amazon, and it was like $7. So, and this is because it is hurt-free. That means it'll be easier to peel off. It's not gonna hurt. And actually, yo, I lied. Them Arnicare pills are right here. There's 3 in this 3 tubes. So there's a total of 240 pellets. You're supposed to take, let's see. Y'all, the writing's so small on here and I can't see good. Old age, child, old age. But this is also to relieve muscle pain and stiffness as well. Shoot, I need to be taking this for my lower back when I'm sitting here talking to y'all. I don't know. I can't read it yet. I can't see what it says, but I hear this works. And I saw firsthand how this stuff worked on someone that had the biggest bruise on their arm. And that bruise was gone within like not even 3 weeks. That stuff works. And then compression socks. They're compression socks. I don't need to show you those, but I have compression socks because after surgery, you want to make sure you're preventing blood clots and you want to make sure you're up and moving around and walking around and all the things. And while I mentioned lower back, I also ordered a lumbar pillow for my back. But I thought I'd try it out here in this chair because the old pillow I've been using doesn't help. But this pillow is really comfortable. It's just for your lower back. You could probably use it in the car. I'm planning to use it in a recliner. I did purchase a lift recliner. I purchased one off Amazon. Do not recommend that one. But the one that I do have, it was on Amazon, but I think it may be sold out. It is an Ashley Furniture lift recliner. Why did you get a lift recliner, Shamika? Well, I'm going to tell you. I ordered a lift recliner because I kept seeing and hearing about how hard it is after, whether you have the mini tummy tuck or a full tummy tuck, that it is hard to get up and down. So who wants to be struggling and fighting? I mean, yes, I have arm muscle from yoga. I have leg muscles from yoga. But child, I might not have the energy. So with the lift recliner, you just push the button and it lifts and you stand on up. I'm telling you, these are for those chairs mostly are probably purchased by older people, elderly. But that thing, and you got to make sure that you are holding on because it might rise a little too quick unless you find a chair that's a little slower. So right now I have 2 lift recliners just because the one from Amazon was not what I originally wanted, but I couldn't send it back. So now I have 2. But you know what? It's okay. It's all right. But the features that I love on my Ashley recliner, it's just so comfortable. It's plush. It fits in such a small space. I needed a small space recliner for where I wanted to put it to recover. So it's so what I did, and I don't know how to insert a picture on here, so I'm probably not, but I bought also a little table just for my medicines, my water, and all that stuff to put beside me. And it has a little thing like that you can put it's probably for magazines, but I put books in there. Just so, it's easy to reach. If you need to put a lamp right there, you could probably fit one. but I will also put that in the storefront in case you guys want it. And I put it together myself. It didn't take that long if you follow directions and don't install it backwards like I did. Anywho, some other things that I have purchased are tank tops because I will have a binder. The first day that the first few days, I'll also have like a compression. I think he said an ace bandage wrapped around for a couple days, 3 days. And then after that, I will move into compression bras. But I don't know how long I will be in the binder, but I did purchase another binder off of Amazon. But after talking to a plastic surgeon on no, she was not on Celebration. She was on another panel over at blackdoctor.org. She said, for the mini tuck, you don't need a faja. I know some of you will die on that faja heel, but I am also not having muscle repair. So there's that difference. And so she said, oh, you just need a pair of compression shorts. Okay, cool. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do. And I already have some, so I didn't purchase any, but I bought those off Amazon because I wear them to yoga sometimes. So those are, I guess I should link those in there too. I'm trying to think of what else. I did buy a protector thingy to put on my recliner just because I'm not sure. I don't want any bodily fluids, blood, or any of those things leaking onto my new chair. And I know some people talked about renting a chair, but when I did the math, because I was like, if I'm going to be potentially sleeping in this chair for maybe 4 to 6 weeks, makes sense to just buy it. To me, it might make sense in your pockets to rent weekly, but I looked up the cost at like Aaron's and Rento, whatever they're called, and I was like, absolutely not. so I just purchased one instead. And so, and if I decide to sell it, then I'll just make that money back, right? The other thing that I did purchase, like I said, I bought some tank tops because when I had my myomectomy, I had a binder and it was super uncomfortable because it's digging into your incisions and I just put the tank top on and then put the binder over it just to allow my skin to not have that just rough binder rubbing against that incision. And so that was very helpful. I will probably also purchase a massage roller thingy because I saw somebody else on their blog talk about it. I have not purchased it quite yet, but I will. It is, there are some other things I still have to purchase, which are the compression bras, but I didn't want to purchase them yet because I don't know what size I will be. And if you're wondering what size I am now and you can't really tell because I'm hiding, right now I am a 38G. So I am nervous. I'm excited, but I'm ready to get this weight off my chest. And because my back, like I said, my back hurts all the time, my shoulders, my neck, head, all the things. It's probably impacting my knees and everything else. Who knows? So I am hopeful that all the things that I went through today some of the products that I have purchased, that they help you. I also forgot I did get some peroxide and rubbing alcohol. I don't know what I'll need them for, but I purchased it anyway. I'm just kind of trying to declutter as well and make things easier for me to reach because you are T-Rex after a breast reduction for a while. And I do know that the drains that I will have, I'm supposed to have one drain, but I will have a drain for the mini tuck till I think 10 days or so. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. So I will keep you posted. Let me know any questions that you may have or any product ideas that you may have. I will try my hardest to do some more videos if anybody cares. I just wanted to document this stuff because I thought, as I'm looking for stuff, other people may be too. Other people may not have had the same experience that I'm about to have, or they may not have made the decision to do something like this because my decision was also based on having fibroids and hysterectomy. My decision was not based on losing a ton of weight, I lost some weight, but not losing a ton, like hundreds of pounds of weight and not having a child. So those are a little bit different than my experience, which was fibroids for over 10 years and then multiple surgeries and a hysterectomy. and then hormones set in and just so anyway, let me know if you have any questions and I will try to get to those and answer them. And then again, make sure you check out the Amazon storefront, Check the Rhymes TV. The link is in the comments. And again, I earn commission. And sorry, this video is a little all over the place because I decided to record this last minute. That's why there's not a whole lot of makeup going on. And it's a Saturday. And I just was like, I have nervous energy and need something to do. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the weekend. And I will actually see you guys next week for celebration. Take care.